Hello, and welcome to today's audio and visual program. My name is Tanner Pone, and I'm a student at Northern Arizona University, and I'm here to tell you about the California State Beach called Bolsa Chica. Bolsa Chica State Beach was founded in 1960 and is known for its plethora of wildlife ranging from many different types of birds, coyotes, lizards, snakes, and a bunch of amazing water wildlife like grunion, guitarfish, and seals. Another fun aspect that makes Bolsa Chica State Beach so special is the great surfing that is found here year-round. Bolsa Chica is known for its beach culture. This is possible because of the shallow water and jetties that turn swells into beautiful waves. Next, camping is a very popular thing to do here at Bolsa Chica State Beach. There are more than 46 camping parking spots where you can park your RV and camp right next to the beautiful beachfront. The campground is a great place to experience the beautiful things Bolsa Chica State Beach has to offer, and also to be a part of a great little community that is led by two campground hosts at either end. Lastly, Bolsa Chica State Beach is known for its 3-mile stretch of fire pits that run parallel to the water. During summer nights, every single fire pit will be used and have a raging fire at it. I personally have spent many summer nights hanging out around the fire, cooking hot dogs, roasting marshmallows, and making great memories. I grew up coming here and even work here during my summers. I can tell you firsthand that the environment that is fostered here is family friendly and a great place to be. During this walkthrough, I will touch on the effects of pollution on Bolsa Chica and the changes Bolsa Chica implemented to prevent pollution. First, I will delve into the history of pollution that has plagued Bolsa Chica State Beach, earning it the name Tin Can Beach. Next, I will talk about the diverse wildlife that is directly affected by pollution. And finally, the measures put in place by the state to keep Bolsa Chica from reverting back to what it once was. A weird fact about Bolsa Chica is the name it went under for many years, Tin Can Beach. From the early 1930s to the late 1950s, the stretch of 3.5-mile land just north of Huntington Beach was known by the locals as Tin Can Beach. The reason it acquired this name is the heaps of trash, especially tin cans, that covered the beach. The reason it got so bad is the oil companies that owned this land made a lot of money in the 1920s and stopped keeping up the grounds once the economic boom ended. Because of that, many transients made their home here. Vacationers and locals used the stretch of land as a party epicenter, since it was unwatched and not monitored. Since it was private property, it was never kept up or cleaned, so the trash grew bigger and bigger. It wasn't until fed up locals urged the legislature to buy it from the oil companies. When state legislation achieved this, the beach was renamed to Bolsa Chica State Beach, and the heavily polluted beach was cleaned. Today the beach is all cleaned up, and the only remnants of Tin Can Beach is the history of it that resides at the Bolsa Chica Visitor Center. Like stated earlier, Bolsa Chica State Beach has a very diverse animal population, as well as California native plants that run along the beach. On the other side of Pacific Coast Highway is the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. There are many different types of animals that call it home there. Some who call it their home are even seen as endangered. These birds, bunnies, squirrels, and coyotes are not deterred from ruffling through the trash on the Bolsa Chica State Beach side to score an easy meal. When working here, I've seen birds rifling through trash to get food, even beautiful ospreys, also known as seahawks, eating trash. Not to say it's not terrible watching any animal eat trash, but seeing a beautiful large bird like that eating wrappers is just sickening. When I work here over the summer, we are constantly picking up trash. Our job is never completely finished, whether that's trash in the campground, trash on the beach, or even trash on the bike trail itself. Even though Bolsa Chica State Beach is much cleaner than it once was, when it was called Tin Can Beach, it still has many hurdles to get over until pollution is nearly gone. Every trash can that borders the trail near the campground needs to be emptied once a day. This super army of trash cans is a force to be reckoned with, though, but a necessary task of keeping the beach clean. As a maintenance worker here at Bolsa Chica, my main goal was keeping the beach clean. That consists of driving end to end of the beach at 4 in the morning before visitors and picking up all the trash. After that is completed, we would then clean restrooms, then finally empty the trash cans that border the walking trail. We did do other jobs like painting, some plumbing, and fence work, but the main goal was to keep Bolsa Chica clean of the trash. Sadly, most days in the summer, the beaches would be destroyed from the night before, but we would always clean the beach every morning. It did make me feel bad to see how people treated the beach, but cleaning the trash up from the sand definitely made me a little bit more happy knowing it wasn't getting into the water. Bolsa Chica State Beach is mostly seen as a great place to have a bonfire, camp, surf, or just enjoy the beach. But locals have not forgotten its history. I know my grandparents and my parents still call it Tin Can Beach. Pollution is a terrible thing, and Tin Can Beach was a prime example of terrible outcomes that pollution can have on a beach. Today, measures are put in place to stop excessive pollution and littering, but sadly, I know firsthand it still happens and is definitely hurting our local wildlife. We must come together and strive to keep Bolsa Chica clean for everything that enjoys its beach or calls it home. I'll leave you with a quote from Jacques Consuet. Pollution of the air or of the land all ultimately end up in the sea.